Hey Gems, in February 2022, I feel like you're going through changes in your career and finances, probably even financial changes, financial concerns, stresses, and you're dealing with that issue while also dealing with the possibility of a relationship developing in the background. So there's a lot going on. Let's talk about it. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. I grew up in a place. Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tawanantoinette. Welcome back to another reading with me. This is going to be a February 2022 reading, and it can resonate for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Before we begin, if you'd like to watch or listen to these readings ad-free, or just use your devices while you listen to tarot, check out my podcast. It's linked in the description. It's just another option to listen to your tarot in a more freeing environment. And then the next announcement that I have for you, like this video, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for all the ways you've supported in the past. Now let's dive in. Gems, a couple of messages before we begin the tarot. The first message that I have for you is I feel like you need answers. Whether this be in your career or this be like a situation that you are facing internally, I feel like you need some answers, and you'll be getting your answers in February. So if you're unclear about how to do something, unclear about how to move forward, unclear about what you should do in a specific scenario, I just feel like the answers will be coming to you with the different synchronicities in the month of February, so be open to that. I also feel like for those of you who are working on your chakras right now, this is a little bit of for people who are more spiritual and have the knowledge of chakras and have the knowledge of how to work with each chakra. This is a message specifically for you. I feel like getting flowers and surrounding yourself in flowers is going to help you specifically with your heart chakra. And then the last message that I have for you is there's a situation in February that I feel like you're going to have to take a leadership position in. Now, this may come out in the tarot reading, so I will link it back to the tarot if that comes out. But I do feel like you need to lead in a specific situation in February. So let's begin. The first card we have is the Queen of Cups. And we have that with the King of Swords and the Ten of Cups. You know what? I actually have 3 more messages for you. 3 more messages. In February, I feel like you're going through some kind of huge tower moment. I feel like it feels like things are falling down. Things not meant to be in your life are crumbling down in February. I feel like you're also going through an awakening. So if you've been feeling very to yourself, if you've been feeling very isolated, if you've been feeling very introspective, I feel like that's what you're going through, a spiritual awakening. And last but not least, I feel like after this crumbling that happens in February, if it's even happened already, I feel like you're going through this space of like replenishment. It almost feels like something has to fall away for new things to arise. So if you needed to hear that, I just feel like that was necessary for someone to hear. Now, let's get into the tarot. Queen of Cups, King of Swords, Ten of Cups. Now, let's talk about this relationship. Some of you guys are not in a relationship, but there is a possibility of a relationship forming. Others of you who are not in a relationship, this could be your family members and the different relationships that you have platonically around you, or familial relationships. It doesn't have to be intimate. But I feel like it's almost like, how do I say this? In a nutshell, you may be sabotaging a relationship. I feel like you're thinking of walking away from a person. And I feel like because you are thinking of walking away, the other person is also clamming up and like pulling their energy back. Which is interesting because I feel like there's a potential for so much happiness to come about from this relationship, if it's an intimate one, or from this family situation, if these are relationships with your family members, or if this is just like relationships with loved ones, or whoever this is around you that I feel like you are tempted to walk away from. It's like I feel like the universe is giving you this option of having this happy relationship with them, with this person, this joy, this happiness. But it feels like for some reason here you're the King of Swords, and when I clarified you, you're in Five of Swords energy, Devil energy, Five of Pentacles energy, Three of Pentacles energy. So for some reason, I feel like you are self-sabotaging a relationship, and it's probably causing the other person or the other people around you to feel that, like maybe feeling unwanted or feeling like you don't want to be here in this space. So it's causing them to like pull back their energy as well, if that explains it. And in the second row, we have the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. Now, there may be a reason why you're doing this, and I'm seeing it here. It feels like February is bringing up some form of worry, concern, anxiety as it pertains to your stability. Now, this could be your home and financial issues that you're thinking of popping up at home on the home front. It could be you feeling the burn in terms of money in some way, and so that's affecting you in terms of the relationship that you're building with someone or the relationships around you. But I feel like it's almost like, you know, when someone is, I feel like this came up in your reading before, Gems, which is interesting, but you know, when someone is having financial concerns, it's almost like they have to explain or communicate that to their partner, because you're just going to be sad and your partner is just going to be like, okay, why is this person in a funk? And it's not like you can hide the funk that you're in, because obviously financial concerns are major concerns. We all need money to live, to survive, to do things. But it feels like it's like one area of your life is having a ripple effect on another area, is what I'm essentially trying to say. Regardless, though, I see you working diligently at something. I definitely see you working, and you're doing it steadily. Slow and steady wins the race. Others of you, you could be working at something that you really love, or you're thinking of going towards something that you love instead of what you're currently working on. I feel like if you're thinking of, you know what, I don't really love this, I would rather do something else, I feel like you should go towards that something else. I feel like you will have luck there. You'll need to be resilient and strong and hold on, but I do feel like if you're feeling underwhelmed with your career or your work or what you're doing professionally, and you would rather be somewhere else, or you know that you have a knack for something else, or your heart is somewhere else, I feel like go to that place. And in the last row, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Tower. And we also have the Seven of Swords. So there's a communication coming up, right? There's going to be some kind of communication coming up where I feel like you're going to have to be honest, or someone is going to be honest with you. And I feel like it's going to change the dynamic of your relationship. This could be you, Gems. It could be you who's communicating a truth and standing by your position, and that bringing a tower moment to a specific. It's funny that I spoke about a tower moment at the beginning of the reading, and then here it is. Yeah, it feels like someone is expressing the truth. It's like you're going to be communicating with your partner, your spouse, with this person, with whoever. You're communicating something that you may not want to communicate. This is typical, like, I feel like this is Gemini energy. But it feels like you're communicating something and maybe you didn't want to communicate it because you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or you don't want a situation to come crashing down, or there were certain societal expectations on you and you're doing the opposite. So maybe there was an expectation for you to, let's just say there's an expectation for you to be available for your family and loved ones all the time. And you're popping out like, listen, I can't be available to you because I'm dealing with fixing my life right now, my career, my finances. Sorry. The whole situation crumbles down because now you've separated, set yourself apart from someone, and they've also separated themselves from you. So it could look like something like that, but I do feel like there's going to be some kind of communication on your feelings that you're reluctant to reveal. Yeah, I feel like you're reluctant to reveal this truth, these deeper feelings that you have, whether it be that you don't want to be around people right now, you don't want to be in a relationship right now, you don't have energy to give to relationships right now because you're focusing on yourself. There's something like that that's going on that I feel like you're reluctant to say, but I feel like when you say it, it brings clarity and healing to a situation for you and others. So let's get some advice. What's the advice for Geminis in February 2022? Advice for Geminis in February 2022. If you guys have been wondering, oh, okay. Truth be told. And to the sea. Wow, this literally wraps up the reading for me. Truth be told, you have a truth to tell, that you are moving on. You would like to move on. You would like to... Look at these cards. I'm just going to hold them. Excuse me. I was sick last week, guys, so if I sound nasal, that's why. I hope I don't, though, but if I do, just that's why. All right, to the sea. Being in flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together, a natural pattern of events. There are points in a relationship when you have to decide to go with the flow rather than dictate the course you share with another. Can you let go of the need to have things your way and allow the relationship itself, your combined goals and desires to steer the ship? Can you both transcend your personalities and allow the partnership to form its own identity, its own energy? Now is the time to relax and see where this mutual journey leads. Except, I don't really feel like that's the message. That would have been the message if this card was the only card that came out. But the fact that Truth Be Told came out with I feel like this is a Six of Swords in the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, which talks about making transitions and moving on from something, from someone, from a place to another place. Whatever the transition is that you are going through. Yeah, I feel like there's some kind of transition that's like affecting. There's one part of your life that's changing that's also affecting other parts of your life. So, Gems, I really hope this message helps you, and I will see you next time. Thank you for listening and watching. Bye.